Bitcoin. Placement. Bitcoin. placement. Good morning to everyone. It's a little bit of a tough Friday. It's a little bit of a tough Friday here as we can all see. Yesterday, the stock market got absolutely dominated. Yesterday, the stock market took one of its biggest hits that we have seen in all of 2025. Yes. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quintillions, dupliblions, quintupledillions, gadillions, subbillions of dollars have been lost yesterday. That's what happened yesterday. The S&P 500 had one of its biggest one-day drops collectively of all 2025. Now, in 2025, we did have good drops where we went from 245 and crashed on down toward, or we went from 545, dumped on down to 525, fell on down to 500, fell on down to 486. This one was from 675 all the way down towards 650. So right here, we are seeing the S&P 500 getting a little bit of weakness. We're seeing the S&P 500 right here getting ugly. And I think we have to talk about this. We have to go into full detail to make sure you know what's happening, to make sure that you know how to trade this, to make sure you know exactly what to do. Because right now, everyone's playing this wrong. I don't mean to be this guy, but every single person is incorrect. It is so crucial that you realize right here and right now that every single time we see the market fall, every single time we see the market crash, every single time that we have an opportunity that the market dumps like this, it is a dip buy. It's a dip. It's a chance for an entry. It's a chance to be able to get a better DCA. It's an opportunity. It's a privilege to be able to see these dip buys right now. I will tell you, I have been trading for years upon years upon years. 10 plus years I've been in this market. Every single time someone says, hey, the stock market is about to crash. Hey, this time is different. No, it's not. It's literally the same thing every single time. Now, can the S&P 500 come back down towards, let's say, the price of 500? Could that ever happen? Absolutely. Could the S&P 500 get a pullback back on down to 350? Could that ever happen? Absolutely. Could the S&P 500 maybe fall back on down towards the price of 625 or so? Could that happen? Absolutely. I am not Nostradamus. I cannot tell you how far the S&P 500 may or may not drop. But I will tell you right now that every single time there is fear in the market, it's the best dip buy opportunities out there. Foxrunner posted a picture here this morning, which was absolutely tremendous. Let me again scroll on down and find this right here. When we take a look at the SPY, we have a lot to go over right here. Take a look right here, traders. This is so big and so important, okay? It says right here, let's go ahead and read this together. It says, for the history of the stock market, there has always been and always will be pullbacks and corrections. Every time we do see a correction, emotions and negative sentiment tends to run wild across Wall Street. We understand it's very easy to panic and people want to sell their positions and start fresh. But the most successful investors hold on and they again add on to these discounted prices. That's what we want you to remember as a trader right now. As a trader, guess what? People always say this time's different. Guys, this time is the AI bubble. Hey, this time's different. The market's not going to recover. This time's the tariff fear. This time's different. This time, again, the market's falling. It's inflation. We've never seen inflation like this. This time's different. We've never seen, again, anything like this back in 2020. This time's different. We're raising interest rates. This time's different. We're worried about the central bank policy. If the AI bubble popped, I wish it would. I wish it would. Give me a dip buy. Give me the best discounted prices we can have. Give me the opportunity that I can be able to jump in on every single play. Give me the chance. Do it. Make my day. Because as we could see, the S&P 500 right here and right now, I hope we could be able to fall a little bit more. But for you to sit here and say, oh, this time's different, this is an AI bubble, guys, it's not different. Sure, let it fall. And guess what? When everyone's selling their positions, when everyone's running away, that's the discounted price. Think about it as you walking through Walmart. If you walked through Walmart and you saw a plasma screen TV, a 65-inch TV that says usually $1,000, today $299, are you going to sit there and you're going to say to yourself, no way, I'm not buying that TV? Why are you not buying that TV? Because it was $1,000 and now it's $299. That much. If that price is that low, it must mean that TV is absolute garbage. The pixels are garbage. It's absolute horseshit. No one wants to watch TV on the 65-inch play. I want to pay $1,000. No, it's just called a sale. It's called, again, they're trying to clean out some inventory. You're getting a great deal. So if the S&P 500 falls down to 600 or falls down to 550, you are getting an incredible deal. If you see at this time, let's go back over towards a weekly chart. We're on here. If we see Amazon fall back on down towards 175 or 200, you're getting prices that we have not seen since last year of 2024. You are getting prices that we have not seen since 2021. If we get Palantir and we see Palantir falling back on down towards the 120s, you are getting prices that we have not seen since early 2025. If we are seeing Meta continue to fall and drop, Meta starts coming back down to 482, you are getting prices we have not seen since last year. Somewhere in the stock market, somewhere throughout the world, people are sitting here and they are being absolutely blindsided because they trade stocks completely wrong. Oh, Meta. Guys, if you go on Reddit right now, if you go on Twitter, if you go on StockTwits, if you go wherever, people are typing on every single play. Meta's dog shit. Meta's awful. I would never buy Meta. Look how bad it's fading and falling. And then you wait 2, 3, 5, 6 months, it's back up at record highs, and people say, did you guys really miss the dip? LOL, how did you guys not buy the dip again last October? How did you not buy the dip last November? Did you guys really miss it? When stocks are falling, it's easy to get emotional. When stocks are falling, it's easy to sit there and say, oh man, I wish I could have jumped in on this play. When stocks are falling, it's easy for you to say, oh, this play sucks. But then 4 months later, it's at record highs, and then you want to buy it. You're walking through Walmart right now, seeing every single TV, every single laptop, every single thing that you want on sale, and you're saying, I don't want it, it must be bad. No, it's not, it must be bad. These are healthy pullbacks. This is normal. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. I post this over on my X, but I have a call today with my financial advisor. Call today with my financial advisor here. And I'll even show you it, the same exact email that I put on out there. And I sent it to this man here. So, this is what I put out. I wired $70,000. I literally have the wire receipt right next to me. It's right here. I don't want to show it because it has my account information. So I'm trying to figure out how can I show this without showing my account information. But I have a $70,000 wire right here that I just sent on out. And this is what I wrote out to him, okay? I'm being as transparent as I possibly could be, okay? I said, Jeffrey, I know we have our meeting tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's who my financial advisor, his name's Jeffrey. But I wanted to send you a prep email. As we know, the market is seeing a very strong pullback. In my eyes, every pullback is a chance to add. I just sent you $70,000 to you yesterday, and I would like to start adding to it immediately. I do not believe we are in a bubble, and I know every dip is an entry. You and I nailed the lowest day of the year so far on April 7th. That's when I bought in on my last $70,000 that I sent him, and we are going to continue to do that. So for anyone who does or does not know, I entered with, again, Jeffrey at the lowest day of the year in 2025. I have all the emails to back it up. I've shown them a million times. We bought in on Monday, April 7th. I am up on my long-term investments over 40% this year. So I said, please enter me right away on the current positions that I already have. So I'm telling Jeffrey right now, enter me right now, today, this Friday, on current positions I already have. But also set limit orders, good till cancel, on prices on these plays. Some I already own, some are new faces. If you are highly against one or two, let's talk about them in the meeting coming on up. In all the plays below, I am looking for either, number one, 40% pullbacks from their all-time highs. Number two, monthly chart moving average, different areas of support. Or number three, old previous year highs holding now as support. So some of these plays I already have in my portfolio. Other ones, I'm telling Jeffrey, set a good till cancel order, which means set it and forget it. Set the prices, let yourself go, and again, when it happens, it happens. So, what are some of these prices right here, traders, if we want to take a look? Let's go back to a monthly time frame. So, number one, Hood. Hood I like a lot. I told Jeffrey right here, I said, Hood, I want to get involved in $91. I do believe in this company for the long term. As older generations go by, older generations, guess what happens? Their money gets passed down to younger generations. Hood can easily take advantage of this. Hood is easily going to continue to grow as a massive broker, especially as younger generations get older and they're putting money in phone apps and they're putting money into Hood. I'm saying, hey, Jeffrey, set it and forget it. $91. $91 would be right here. If we take a look over on Hood, that's next to an old past chart history, next to the 13 EMA over on a monthly chart. If we take a look over on Hood, over on Google, let's go to Hood. Let's go over to the past 1 month. Right now, 1 month, we are down 20%. If we take a look over the past 6 months, it's still up a good amount, 66%. But over the past 1 month, we're down 20%. So we are seeing a nice 20% drop right here. If we fall on down towards around $91, we're going to be down nearly about 30 to 32%. If I'm taking a look over on Hood, I am again getting involved in Hood after a 30% drop next to a 13 EMA, next to an old spiking high. I again think this is a good dip buy opportunity. BE, I said data center stock. Any data center stock you and I can think of, but we need to be in some sort of data center plays. So that's BE, NBIS. I want to get involved in energy plays. As in, where is all the AI? Where's the energy going to come from? If that's data centers and whatnot, we know about these things. But at the same time, let's take advantage of it. Now, I am not saying, and again, this is why I'm putting this out here, I don't want to get involved in BE at 150. I don't want to get involved in Hood when Hood's all the way up towards 150. I don't want to get involved in Palantir when Palantir is at 205. I'm saying all these plays are great. But again, BE, let's get filled at $75. I'm looking for 40% pullbacks from their highs. Would you guys like a $75 dip buy? Now, I'm telling you right now, not even all of these are going to get filled. Some of them may not get filled at all. That's why I'm telling Jeffrey right now, I say, add me today. Get me involved in something here today out of this list or add to my current positions because I know every dip buy is going to be a great opportunity. VST, we're already in on this one, but I want to add more on the dips. VST, 152. 152, this is also Nancy Pelosi's play. So Nancy Pelosi, her biggest position of 2025, if you guys go over to Fox Runner, click Nancy Pelosi right here. Her biggest position of 2025 is VST. She has nearly $1 million invested this year alone on VST, one of her biggest positions. You can see her entire portfolio over here on Fox Runner, so make sure you guys go check it on out. But VST, guys, is one of her biggest positions of 2025. That is a data center play. Again, I bought back on Monday, back in April, I got involved on this play. So I'm in on VST in the 90s right now. But if we could be able to add to this, you know, at 152, that's going to be insane. Amazon, my current favorite stock, would like to go bigger here. I'm going to throw this out here right now for every single trader. Amazon is one of my favorite positions moving forward. I think Amazon has invested so much into robotics and into AI, and no matter what, people are going to be using Amazon. People need things. People love buying things. People, I can't even tell you. I'll be honest. This is from me. This is from my perspective right now. I cannot tell you the last time I went to a site to actually buy some product. Now, yes, I will say for scanners or for a broker, something like that. But I cannot tell you the last time I type in golf shoes and I put in Amazon and I get a list and I purchase from Amazon. It shows up my house that day or shows up tomorrow. If I need, again, hoodies, I type in male hoodies, Amazon. I pick the one I want. I don't remember the last time I went to an actual website to purchase something. I just go to Amazon because it's easy. It's there. And Amazon's one of my favorite purchases moving forward. Meta, 530, dip buy. Palantir, 137, overbought right now, will be great in the future. Again, Palantir I'm already in on. I got involved in Palantir back in the $70 mark. If we can get Palantir, though, in the 130s, that's going from the price of 207 down towards the price of 130. Again, around a 30% pullback right here. That's going to be absolutely great. That's going to be absolutely insane. So I am never opposed of looking for stocks after having 30 to 40% pullbacks. That's going to be great. So again, Palantir right here, taking a look, year to date up 107%. Over the past 1 month, down 14%. Hey, let's try to grab this when it's down 25, 30, 40%. Let's see if Palantir could be able to get a nice dump and be able to get a reversal. The thing is, everyone you go to, every single person on the internet right now, everywhere on Twitter, everywhere on StockTwits, everywhere on YouTube, you are going to see fear-mongering. You are going to see people saying, hey, the stock market's falling apart. Hey, this is it. This is the AI bubble. Michael Burry's right. Screw that. Chaz is right, baby. I'm right. Do not fall into emotional victim, I'm selling this and that. That's not what you want. I'm telling you right here, dips are opportunities to buy. You do not want to be the guy that is, again, saying, oh yeah, time for me to get out. And next thing you know, the market starts moving all the way back on up and you say, shit, I should have bought in. Right now, look at the orders going through on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 traders, I'm just saying this right now in front of everyone. I'm saying this right now in front of every single person. I am not trading today. So I am not getting myself involved in anything today. I am not trading today in any sort of way. I am not touching the market other than my long-term positions. Not touching anything other than my long-term positions that I'm looking to get myself back involved in something. But I wanted to be open. I wanted to be honest. I want to be transparent. I want to be able to tell you guys this right here. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trading. This is what I'm focused on. This is how I'm getting myself involved right now. So right here, obviously we want to see what is the SPY going to be doing today. But, you know, it's more about like a waiting game. Let's kind of go through this here, traders. Let's scroll on down. Can we do this together? Let's go down to the very bottom and let's play a little game of catch up. Because right now, again, I don't care what the market does today. But what I do care about is giving you an education about today. So what I want to do is I actually want to talk about this here, traders. Skip some of these press releases. We don't need them. Let's talk about this, okay? Bitcoin. Bitcoin falls to 2025 year lows. Let's talk about Bitcoin for a bit. Bitcoin right now came on down last night towards 80,000. We are currently sitting at 83,000. Earlier this week, let's just go to the 5-day. 5-day, we were almost back up at above 100,000. We were almost back above 100,000 earlier this week. It has been a bloodbath. Right now, if you take a look at the year to date, Bitcoin went from down 1% to down almost 11% this week. We are now down 30% from all-time highs of 126. And you know what? This could just be the start. We know BlackRock clients dump Bitcoin as price hits 81,000. Here's why analysts say the $3.8 billion ETF flush will only get worse. Bitcoin has crashed more than 30% from its October peak. ETF selling hit $3.8 billion with 9 days left in November. The macro picture has turned hostile after Fed governors signal no December rate cut. So, we're seeing a lot here. Bitcoin plunged to 81,900 on Friday, wiping out Thursday's bounce and further extended a month-long sell-off that erased more than $1.4 trillion in the cryptocurrency markets. So basically here, team, as we know, we have the 4-year cycle. I talked about this a month ago, 2 months ago, saying, hey, everyone, I don't know if you believe it or not. You may not believe it, but there has never been a time in history that we have not actually seen the Bitcoin 4-year cycle happen. People say, oh, it's just a coincidence. Okay, it's a coincidence that happens every single time. On average, we see 87% pullback 2014, 84% pullback 2018, 77% pullback 2022. On average, every 4 years, we see around a 75% pullback. If we continue on this pullback, that's going to be bringing Bitcoin down to the mid 30,000s. Okay? So I want every single trader to just be aware of this. We also see Bitcoin's $83,000 price drop caused by a software glitch and manipulation, says Tom Lee. Tom Lee is loved in the cryptocurrency world. He's loved on CNBC. People love listening to Tom Lee. Tom Lee's saying, guys, don't worry about it. This is a glitch. Something's wrong with the algorithm right here. This isn't real. If you guys want to watch that video, go check it out right here. But you can see, I mean, I don't even think that's the right thing to say. If you're saying there's a glitch, if you're saying there's a manipulation, I feel like that builds even more fear. What do you mean there's a glitch? What do you mean it's not trustworthy? What do you mean this algorithm is like kind of getting solved? Right? It's definitely a little scary here. Right? So we definitely want to make sure that we are on top of this. Bitcoin is falling apart. Now, I made a tweet last night, and I will tell you right now, I have been getting so much hate on this tweet. And you know what's crazy? There is barely any hate within the tweet. Listen to this. It is, do you not realize that Michael Saylor, who owns the world's largest Bitcoin position, has a cost basis of $75,000? By next week, his entire position could be in the red, which could lead to billions of dollars being lost. Let me ask you guys a question. Am I being a hater here? Am I saying Bitcoin is trash? Did I say anything rude? Did I say anything mean? I stated Michael Saylor, who owns the world's largest private Bitcoin holdings, his cost base is $75,000. His cost base is $75,000, and it could be there by next week. We hit 80,000 this morning. The Bitcoin community is furious. Okay? If you want to go through this, people are saying, I hate you. You're retarded. Stop. Delete. I'm never listening to you. Yeah. Guys, I understand. I'm going to be open and honest. I'm going to be mature about this. I understand if you are in on Bitcoin at 90,000, 100,000, 110, it is not fun. It is not fun in any way to see your position go down. I understand that. I am not rubbing that in. I don't want to see anyone lose. I don't want to see anyone in the loss. But what all I'm doing is trying to give you facts. The facts is Bitcoin's falling. The facts is we're in a 4-year cycle. The facts are you could see this thing drop on down to sub 50,000. The facts are Michael Saylor has a position at 75,000. He could sell some off. I highly doubt he ever will, but that could possibly happen. The facts are we are seeing Bitcoin drop. I know again when you're angry. I know again when you're in the red, you want to just let it out. You just want to roast someone. You just want to blame someone else. But just understand here, I do believe Bitcoin's going to hit new highs. I do believe Bitcoin's going to continue to move itself on up. I do believe Bitcoin will hit 200, 300, 500,000 in the future, but just not the near future. That's all it is. That's all it is here. So, right here, yesterday, the S&P 500 had one of its worst one-day drops. We are seeing the worst November since 2008. But the positive note is the S&P 500 still up 11% on the year. This is what's so crazy to me. You know what's nuts? Is I see the constant fear-mongering across, again, social media. Everyone run for your life. Everyone hide. The AI bubble's popping. What the fuck are we talking about? The S&P 500's up nearly 12% on the year. Yeah. But, it's still falling. Yeah, because the S&P 500 was up 17% on the year. What are we doing? What do we mean here? The S&P 500 was up 17% on the year. It's up 12%. Everyone run for your life. Woo! What are we talking about? So, let's scroll on down. Let's see what else we have here, traders. Right? How to invest and how to react to this market. Do not get fearful. Central bank policy fear. People thought that was the end. We bounce on up. Fed interest rate fear. People thought that was the end. We bounce back on up. We had COVID fear. We again fell back on down, bounced back on up. We had inflation fears. We had tariff fears. And right now we have AI bubble fears. I'm adding. I'm telling you today. Jeffrey, if you're listening to me, start putting me in this position. And obviously, again, we want to get when it does keep on dipping. So I'm saying if we do drop more, if we drop on down to 640, I welcome it with open arms. I welcome it with open arms. Because that's going to be absolutely amazing. The bigger the dip, the better the opportunities, the better chances of success. Little heads on up. We are going to be seeing Fox Runner is having Black Friday sales. 40% off all subscriptions over on Black Friday for Fox Runner. Little heads on up. You guys already know. Next week, there is, next week here, traders, we are having Black Friday on Tradecaster as well. 50% off everything. And the lifetime membership is 70% off. So the lifetime membership is going to be $9.99. We are taking off $2,500. If you never want to pay for anything again in your life, lifetime membership, 70% off. Every other membership, 50% off. Starting next week, Tradecaster.com. On Fox Runner, guys, FoxRunner.com, there is going to be, they say, 40% off all subscriptions. I believe Trade Ideas is going to do 35% off all subscriptions. And Cobra is also having a big Black Friday. They are waiting for the PDT rule to just get gone, and then they're dropping everything on down. So it's like, you know, we'll see what they do, but I know they want to get the PDT rule. So right here, let's see what we got. Obviously staying alert, obviously watching, seeing where the momentum's gonna go. Hey traders, can I just say this right here, right now? Who's here on this Friday morning with me? Who here is dialed in? Who here is awake? Who here is fired up? Who here likes when I go on these little rants right now? Who here? Everyone hit me with a good old, hit me with a little bang. Let's do it, baby. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to go. Blue 40, red 70, red 70, high route, high route, high route, high route, high route, high route. You guys see, you guys see the Texans win last night? See the Texans win last night? Right here, traders. SGBX. Try and get a little move. S&P 500 here. S&P 500, I mean, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's kind of exciting to watch the level 2 right now, isn't it? It's kind of fun. It's kind of exciting to see where the level 2 is going to be heading towards. It's like, you know, it's moving so fast. I want to see if the S&P 500 is going to drop back on down to 650. You know, does anyone think we're going to see a crack of 650 today? Pasta Boy, Deck, I'm coming back to Tradecaster Black Friday. Let's go, buddy. Start cooking. Start cooking up. Let's start cooking. No reason for us to touch anything right here. Today is going to be more of a day. It's going to be more of a day, more of an opportunity. Kind of just watch and wait. See what happens. See what we can do. See again, how the market's going to truly react towards. I already posted again, what I'm doing here. But I'm going to post this over in the Tradecaster chat room. Okay? So this is what I'm sending to my financial advisor for my long-term account. In every play below, I'm looking for entries at either number 1, 40% pullbacks from their highs. Number 2, monthly chart moving averages. Number 3, old previous year highs as support. These are some of the top plays that I am looking at with a small description. I, again, do have a meeting today at around 1 o'clock with, again, my guy. And we're going to go over everything step by step, figure this thing on out. Nate Trades saying, hey, how do you trade in sunglasses? Nate Trades, I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't see anything out of these. I really, I can't see anything. I have no idea half the time what ticker I'm even looking at. Like, it does. I'm already in a dark room. There's no windows in here. I'm locked in this little digital space. And to just be frank with you, I can't see anything out of these things. But if I get a clear pair, it's going to just ruin the continuity. So I just don't want to. One-stop prop, are you going to get involved in the tournament today? Let's check out the tournament. Let's see the tournament here today. Guys, over on one-stop prop, the tournament here today is, how are you guys doing? Let's see, who's in first place? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, the tournament here today, Alina V representing the United States of America with a 55% gain on her account. I mean, Alina must have been like shorting the S&P 500 yesterday. She must have been. So the winner right now, who's going to be receiving $50,000 in a funded account, is Alina at this moment. Now, if you are not, and guys, just a little heads on up, for everyone that's doing the one-stop prop tournament right now, remember, it's free to sign up. If you guys have not signed up yet today, go do it and just YOLO a trade. Remember, it's free to sign up. The winner gets $50,000. If I were you, I would sign up, YOLO a trade, and hopefully, again, turns into, again, your big winner. That's the only thing you can do. Because guess what? Number 4 doesn't win anything. Number 5 doesn't win anything. Number 6 doesn't win anything, right? Number 10 doesn't win. You guys don't win anything. If, again, if you guys don't win anything if you're in those positions. So you might as well sign up, YOLO a trade, and see if you can come in first place here. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So let's see. SPY. I mean, I might get taken out though right away. I mean, and again, if you blow it up, again, it's a fun tournament. So you know what? I'm gonna go SPY. 1 hundo. Can I go 1,000? Let's go a hundo, and let's just short this thing. I don't know, guys. Which way should I go? Up or down? If I'm just gonna go after it right here, up or down? I'll wait for a little pop back above 655, and then we short it again. Okay. I don't know. We're starting to fall. We're starting to get a little weaker. Now, I think we just, you know what? I'm going to hammer it. Hammer it. Last chance. This first trade on the account. I'm going full-blown YOLO. I'm going full-blown everything, trying to see if I can win on this thing. 109% margin. That sounds safe. As long as the S&P 500 just continues to fall, I'll make money. All right. Now, again, this is a reminder. This is not real money. This is more of just a fun tournament. And it's either, again, I'm blowing this thing on up or I'm coming in first place. That's all I care about. And right now, we're going in the complete opposite direction I want. So, you have until the end of the day. Do it US 555. It pays way more. Is that what it is? Do US 555. Not okay. So, I'm in the S&P 500 futures. Okay. So, hold on. Let me get to my trade. I'll redo it. Cancel this, close it. I'm only down $700, so let's close it. Okay. Then you're saying if you do US 500, it's more crazy. Hey, Guys, as I said, I'm here to come in first place. I'm here to come in first place or not, or come in last. That's my style. First place or last, nothing in between. Well, right now we are still getting a little bit of a bounce. Let's wait until it bounces on up. Maybe like 658. 658. 658, I'll go for the next short. Okay? 658, I'll go for the next short. So SPY right here. I'm going to wait for that, and then we'll go after that if we haven't. Man, but yes, everyone, I believe everyone's going to be having some Black Friday sales next week. I know we are over on TradeCaster, and I do want you guys to just be fully aware that, you know, we are having it over on TradeCaster.com where absolutely everything, lifetime, 70% off, $9.99, have access to TradeCaster for life. Annual, 50% off, $3.98. Semi-annual, 50% off, $2.98. Monthly is going to be $38 for, again, the first month. 6 months, you get 6 months. Year, 12 years. Lifetime, forever. So if you guys are excited about Black Friday, it is the time to upgrade your subscription. If you're excited for Black Friday, it's the time to jump to the lifetime, which will be 70% off. But as I said it earlier, Trade Ideas is going to be having around 30% off. Fox Runner is 40% off. Absolutely everything. Cobra is going to be having some amazing deals. One Stop Prop is going to be having some amazing deals. So get yourself ready. Get yourself excited. We are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to everything. So I know it's funny, but me, even as a consumer, just little heads on up, me as a consumer, I'm getting my year of Trade Ideas. I'm getting my year of Fox Runner. I'm, again, making sure I'm good with my account over on One Stop Prop. So it's like, I know I get excited about Black Friday, but I get excited because I'm purchasing my scanners on Black Friday. This is when I always do it. So for anyone that's like, oh, you know, when do you get your scanners? I always get my scanners on Black Friday, and then I always buy the year. So I always do the 1-year membership or the lifetime membership, just because then I'm set for the rest of the year. I don't want to be paying every month. Every month is blah, blah, blah. I like paying for, again, basically 6 months up front, and then again, you get 6 months for free. So right here, traders, S&P 500. We're just trying to stay as smart as we can. CCTG, very small little penny stock play. IVDA, little bit of hype. OSRH, MNDR, TZUP. We gone over everything we need to. Over on LFIG, HOVR. Let's just, again, I want to make sure we're not missing anything. IVDA, OSHR, NVRI. Let me just take a look real quick. IVDA, OSRH, and NVRI. I just want to see. These are some of the top plays. Yeah, these aren't really doing anything right now, guys. These really are not doing anything at this moment. Anything else over on the news alerts? No. Nothing here. MFI, trying to get some hype. MFI, no. Guys, what I will say, though, is, you know, I always like to be open. I always like to be honest with you, right? Traders, I will say, a way that a lot of people make an income nowadays is through affiliate marketing. I don't know if you guys have ever, if you are an affiliate for anything, but, you know, I'm an affiliate over on Fox Runner here. Whenever you guys use the code word Foxy, obviously I get a part of that commission. Now, you can do that with scanners, you know, Trade Ideas or Fox Runner or One Stop Prop or whoever. That's what a lot of people do. So I will, again, just throw this out here for every single person. If you guys are not part, and I will bring this on over, if you're not part of the Fox Runner affiliate program, make sure you guys go do that. So essentially, the way it works is you get 80% of every person that signs up that you bring. So for instance, you know, Fox Runner is $69.99. If, again, someone signs up, Fox Runner gives you $56 as a thank you. You brought us a customer, you get, you know, 80% of that person's commission. After that, you get a reoccurring 20%. So basically what you have here is, let's say you have a large following. Let's say you make a review on Google. Let's say you make a YouTube video and you push people to Foxrunner. You get 100 people to sign up. You will be getting $5,600 on month 1, followed by $1,400 every single month reoccurring. So yes, when you see people on social media who have like 10 million followers and they are saying, hey, go sign up to this product, they're usually getting, you know, a big cut of that product for, again, the promotion. Again, I have never seen anyone do 80% though. Usually it's like 10% or 15%. So again, just a little heads on up for anyone that supports Foxrunner, that uses Foxrunner, they do 80% for the first month, which means you get $56 out of the 69, and then you get 20% every month following it. So if you guys are not part of this, this is what I'm part of, which is, again, why you guys use the code word Foxy. Just want to be open and honest about that, where if you guys want to be able to join that as well, you guys can go do that. And it's a great time letting out all your friends and family know of Black Friday. So if you guys are not part of that affiliate program, I am going to just post that link for you guys. If anyone wants to go ahead, sign on up to that, and you guys will be all set. But yes, usually a lot of different, you know, companies will have affiliates and whatnot, but I don't know anyone else with 80%. So that's one of those good ones. Especially when they have a great product. Reese, Deck, by the way, you can thank me for canceling your SPY shorts. Hey, that is true. I probably would have been gone by now. So, Reese, yeah, I do owe you one, buddy. I do owe you for keeping me in the competition for a little bit longer. I'm being straight with you. I don't think I'm going to last too long in this competition anyway. You know, just kind of doing a crazy contract, you know, S&P 500. I don't know if I'm going to last too long anyway, but hey, you know what? We'll give it a YOLO shot. We'll give it a YOLO chance. SPY still just kind of bouncing around a little bit right here. CDTG, OSRH. Again, if the SPY hits 658, that's when I'm going to hammer down some shorts and see if we can reverse. Other than that, though, traders, as I said, I am not touching anything today. I got my meeting coming on up. S&P 500, dumping, fading, falling. We could check out over on CNBC right here. Stocks rebound after Thursday's AI rout as Fed Williams revives rate cut hopes. Google must double AI compute every 6 months to meet demand. AI infrastructure boss tells employees. Amazon cut thousands of engineers in its record layoffs despite saying it needs to innovate faster. So no trades for myself. More just enjoying this day. If the SPY keeps going lower, let it. If the SPY keeps on fading and falling, let it. I don't mind if we go down to 640. I don't care if we start giving back the next 1 to 2 months of gains. I know December, I know January, I know February, I know the AI world. Things are going to be bouncing back on up. This is a historic time where we are having still, we think about, oh, is AI too late? Are you too late to AI? To be frank with you, not even close. Were you late to Amazon back in, again, 2002? No. Were you late to Apple back in 2003? No. Were you late to Google, Meta back in 2010? No. Right? It's like, you know, these companies are going to excel during this AI time. It's not just, you know, AI basically came about in 2022. It's 2025 right now. You are thinking about something 3 years old and being like, am I late for something that's going to be around forever? So, S&P 500. Happy Friday, by the way, here, traders. Happy Friday. Right now, SPY still staying alert here. Team, does anyone have any Final questions, comments, or concerns. As I said, I'm not touching anything on this Friday. Just want to be aware. Patty, do you think AI will ever get rid of day trading? I do not think so. Why don't I think that? I think, again, a lot of people ask that question. They say, hey, could AI ever replace, like, can we ever set up AI and then it'll day trade for us? And the answer is no, it won't. And the reason why is because AI, you can 100% AI is set it to where it'd be like, hey, if I have a 30% pullback, pull me in on this play, have a stop loss at 10%. You can 100% develop some sort of program that says, enter me on stocks that are oversold, that have good, EP ratios or whatever, right? Or PE ratios, or had good earnings. You could definitely set some sort of parameters to help you, but it will never help you in the short term. In the short term, it doesn't matter. When stocks come out with news, they erupt. AI is not going to be able to predict what stocks are about to come out with news. AI is not going to be able to predict that a random Discord with 10,000 members are about to buy a stock. AI can't predict how, again, emotions feel at a global economic scale. AI cannot, again, predict this. Again, it's still whatever happens in the present moment happens. You can definitely make some sort of bot program. Buy on a 20% pullback. Buy when we hit again the VWAP. Set a stop loss here. That can 100% happen. But it won't ever be able to day trade for you because it's not going to, there's no way to even set that up. Hey, AI, day trade for me. Sure, set up parameters. Enter here, 5% pullback here, this, that. Sure, that can work. But it can't ever predict the future. No one can. Nothing can. Because if AI says, oh, I predict the future, Sean Deckmar is going to raise his left hand, I just won't. I'll raise my right hand. Hey, the AI was wrong. So it won't change in any way. Does that make sense, everyone? All right, OSRH, IVDA here. So right here, team, S&P 500. Still getting weaker. All right, traders. For myself at this time, not going to put myself in on anything. Sitting back, enjoying the show, and having myself a little bit of a Friday. Hey, get your margaritas up. Get your brojitos. Get yourself ready to go here, team. And if you need to, I'll make a couple calls. Enrique! We got a thirsty chat room here. People all over the world are looking for you. Can you set up 252 mango margaritas? Yes, mango. Then I want 251 originals. Then I want 251 lemon lime. Then I want your world famous Mama Santarita Baja Blast. Then I want, again, passion fruit with a little tiny umbrella next to it. And then pass them around. Yes. Yes, I know that's a large order. I want it done ASAP. Thank you. So, right now here, team, we are all set. S&P 500 coming on down towards lows. I want everyone, enjoy your Friday. As I said, I'm letting the show happen. I'm keeping my hands on up. I got my meeting in the next 3 hours, and I will keep you guys updated. But I already posted, and I will, again, show it one more time. I have already posted and showed it what I am looking for my long-term investments. This is literally everything I'm jumping in with the $70,000 that I wired. I'm going to start positions today or to next week, and then again set good till cancel limit orders so that I'm getting filled at the areas that I like. Even if this market drops and fades and falls, if I get filled at the areas I like, then that's great. That's awesome. Get filled. Right now, how many people, just real quickly, guys, how many people were upset that they never got filled on Palantir? Oh, I never got filled on Palantir. I wish I did. You guys were saying that last month. You guys were saying that 2 months ago. You guys were saying that 3 months ago. I can't believe I missed out on Palantir. Well, right now you have the chance to get in. Well, no, I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in. Why? You just said 3 months ago you would love to. Well, now it's falling. Okay, so it's going to go up in the next 3 months, and then you're going to be upset you missed it again. I missed out on the best spiker of 2025, NBIS. I wish I got in. Okay, well, now you can get in. Well, I don't want to get in now. Why not? Well, because it's falling. These are dip buys. Okay? Have your prices. Understand where you want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, traders of all types, ages, everywhere in the world, I love you. I appreciate you. Happy Friday, everybody. You guys are fantastic. I love you. Enjoy your week. Get ready for Black Friday. Get ready for Thanksgiving. Get ready for the holiday break coming on up. And let's see how this market closes on off on this Friday. We ain't slowing down, baby. We're only picking up. Let's have ourselves an absolutely great day ahead. Traders, happy Friday. Enjoy it. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us on this day. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on Money Monday. Thank you, traders. I'll see you guys then.